The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on DC News Now at noon. I'm Tosin Fakile. We want to get right to our breaking news. At this hour, a local judge murdered in his driveway. They're calling it a targeted attack. Police say the judge was hearing the suspect's divorce case earlier that same day yesterday, and that judge awarded custody of the man's children to his partner. DC News Now's Randy Bass is live in Hagerstown, and you were there during that press conference of this murder and manhunt. So, Randy, the judge's wife and son were inside the home when he was last night when he was killed.
Yeah, Tosin, we're learning more about what happened leading up to that attack. And yes, his wife and son were home at the time. No update on how they're doing right now, but you can only imagine the emotion and what's going through their heads right now as that suspect is still on the loose. Police telling us they believe, yes, that this was a targeted attack on Judge Wilkinson in his own driveway last night. Let's take a look at the photo of that suspect and his car right now. His name, Pedro Argote. He's from Frederick, Maryland. This is the car he's known to drive. Police telling us it's a 2009 silver Mercedes GL 450. More details now about what we learned about the attack yesterday. Yes, his wife and son were at home at the time. He was shot in his driveway. Police arrived on scene. Deputies arrived on scene, took him to a local hospital where he later died. There was that divorce proceeding, though, earlier in the day in which custody of his kids was given to his partner in that hearing, but we are told Argote was not there at the time. Officers and troopers sent to homes around the county, homes of other judges around the county last night after they learned what happened. And of course, back now to that suspect, Pedro Argote. Police deputies right now sending a very stern message to the community, and neighbors are still rattled as they search for that suspect.
Argote is not in custody and is considered armed and dangerous. If anyone has information on Argote's location, we ask that they immediately contact local law enforcement.
Horrible. It's a horrifying loss to lose someone like that. You had a husband, and now you don't. You have a dad, and now you don't.
Yeah, a massive manhunt underway right now across the DMV. Police asking you to be on the lookout for both Argote and his silver Mercedes SUV. We're also learning that both local, state, and federal agencies now involved in the search. The Washington County Sheriff's Office, Hagerstown City Police also working alongside the U.S. Marshals. Washington County Sheriff's Office telling us this morning, though, that additional resources may be deployed and other federal law enforcement agencies are reaching out in case they need that additional help. Tosin?
All right, Randy, staying on top of that. We'll have her live later on in our newscast on DC News Now. It is 12:03. We're going to go outside right now. This is a live cam over the Washington Monument. You can see those clouds starting to gather. That's because things are going to change. Meteorologist Damon Matson joins us now for the latest check of the forecast. So, Damon, we have rain moving in at some point.
Yeah, that rain is already starting to cross parts of the western DMV out over toward Hagerstown, where Randy is. You probably could hear some of that water on the roadway already. There are those showers. It's dry right now, just a few passing clouds. If you look off to the east, closer to DC and the I-95 corridor, there has not been any rainfall to the east just yet. But this is the broken line of showers that will eventually bring soggy weather across the entire region. For right now, we're seeing that rainfall up the I-81 corridor from Woodstock straight into Hagerstown. And then that light rain has been falling for a couple of hours now across the mountains of western Maryland and into West Virginia. Here's another view. Again, some of these showers have put down some steady rainfall at times. That's what the yellow on the map indicates here, but a lot of this light green just goes to show that the rain we see later on today, for the most part, will be light, but there could be some of those pockets of steadier rainfall. And even if you're not experiencing the soggy weather just yet, you may be feeling some of that moisture building in the air. air ahead of that shower activity. We still have southerly winds that have been breezy at times, up to 10 to 15 miles an hour, and that will be a common theme until the rain showers sweep on through. So as we go through the rest of the afternoon, those to the west, closer to I-81 and into the mountains, you'll see these rain showers through the rest of your day here. But to the east, closer to D.C., we'll get a couple more hours of dry time here before those rain showers start to become more common around 3 to 4 p.m. And then we will see those scattered showers continue into your Friday evening and the start of your Friday night. So we're ending the week on a soggy note here. Could we see some of this rainfall continue into the start of the weekend on Saturday? And are we still expecting quite a bit of wind to come along behind these rain showers? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, looking forward to that. Thank you. We have an update for you now. A water main break in McLean is now expected to take days to repair. That's the word this hour from Fairfax County Police. This is video sent to us of the scene this morning. Police say Kirby Road is closed between Sugarstone Court and Claiborne Drive. Fairfax police are asking people to avoid that area. And a teen was hit by a car and seriously hurt last night in Falls Church. It happened at Route 50 and Annandale Road around 9. That is according to Fairfax County Police. They say the teen had life-threatening injuries. We're expecting an update on the condition sometime today. We'll bring you the latest right here on DC News Now. A D.C. police officer is recovering after a man is dead following a shooting in Southeast. It happened near Gainesville Street and Alabama Avenue. Officers tell us the suspect was arguing with two women around 5 p.m. After police arrived, they say the man took off running and started shooting at police, hitting one officer. Investigators say officers fired back, hitting the gunman multiple times.
You can imagine how troubling that was and very disturbing it was for me to know that one of our officers was involved in a shooting. He was where he was, so they were where they were supposed to be, in this area, patrolling the area as we expect them to. Our thoughts and our prayers are with him and with all of our officers, and certainly the officers that were involved in this incident on today.
Authorities say the suspect died at the hospital. The injured officer is expected to be okay. And 12:06, if you have a bike you don't use anymore, the Montgomery Department of Transportation is taking donations. Today is their annual bike donation drive at the Montgomery Council office building. That runs till 2 p.m. Donated bikes should be in good working condition. That's the preference. They also accept bikes that only need minor repairs. The County Council office is located at East Jefferson and Monroe Street. All right, well, millions of college grads are required to make payments on their loans once again this month. DC News Now's consumer reporter Ben Dennis is stretching your dollar with advice to ease those financial burdens.
Hey there, Forbes says interest rates on loans to refinance existing student debt increased over the past week. And while the option to refinance can still offer smaller monthly payments, there are several tips to maintain debt repayment goals. Last week, fixed interest rate averages for a 10-year refinance loan increased 0.21% over the past week, now at 7.5%, according to Forbes. Those fixed rate loans lock in your interest for the duration of a loan, but variable rate loans mean interest rates can fluctuate as you pay them off. Variable rate averages sit at 6.38%, they said. So how to get the best refinance rate? Well, work to get the best credit score before you apply. The better the score, the more likely you'll get a good refinance rate. A co-signer with a good credit score could also help. And shop around. Comparing those rates will give you peace of mind that you looked for the best rate among different loan providers. Meantime, repayment options are available too to potentially help right now, like a standard repayment plan involved fixed monthly amounts. Graduated plans start with low payments, then grow every 2 years. Income-driven plans are based on what you earn. And various forgiveness plans are outlined by the feds at studentaid.gov/manage-loans. Ben Dennis, back to you.
All right, thank you, Ben. And a Washington County Public School is going above and beyond to make sure all students are living up to their full potential. Clare Spring High School in Washington County is a Special Olympics Banner Unified Champion School. The school is only one of 10 in Maryland with that recognition. The program helps to encourage students and to help them socialize.
Our school has risen to the challenge of making sure every student at Clear Spring feels included and part of our team here at the school.
I think that it's really important that we have something where it doesn't matter about your ability, how competitive you are, whether you even know anything about the sport, that you can still do it. You can enter at any level.
And of the almost 8,000 schools nationwide, only about 250 participate in the Special Olympics Unified Champion Program.